Today on Ballistic BBQ, I'm going to show you how I do barbecue on a budget. I'm going to be grilling up some amazing shish kebabs with some vegetables on the Sunterra Pro Argentine grill. Let's get going. I'm going to kick this video off with a super easy marinade, and I wanted to show you guys something. A very small company reached out to me and asked if I'd test something for them, give them my opinion. I'm not being sponsored. They don't even know that I'm doing this video, but being somebody who uses Ziploc bags a lot when I'm, marinating meats and stuff, this is like simple genius. It's called the Zip Quick, and I'll show you how it works. Now, I'm using a 2-gallon zip top bag for this video. They have two sizes, this and a smaller size. This is actually made, I think, for the gallon bags. So it works better with the gallon bag as far as keeping the bag really tight, but it definitely works. It helps me out with the big 2-gallon bags as well. So I'm going to just basically drape this over the sides here, and now essentially I have a bowl. The one difference is when you're using the gallon bags, a smaller bag with this, you do one side, and you squeeze this in, put on the other side, and then when you let go, it becomes very, very tight, which is cool. So I'm going to add a whole bottle of Italian dressing. This is my brand of choice. This stuff is awesome. And this isn't the zesty Italian, it's the house Italian. About a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, juice from 1 lime. A dark beer. Give this a stir. And I'm going to set this aside, show you guys the meat. So this is about 2.5 pounds of sirloin, and at my store, so we all know beef prices, meat prices are ridiculous right now. Everything's so expensive. So what I'm doing is making a habit of every time I go to the grocery store, whether I'm just buying deodorant or something, I'm always going to make a sweep through the meat department and look for things on sale. I saw this. It was almost 50% off. And get this, so my grocery store, they have a reward system, points. So I had enough points basically for $12 off my grocery purchase. This was under $12, this meat. So I got the meat for free. So really the only thing I paid for were the vegetables and the ingredients for my marinade. It was a deal. Anyway, what I'm going to do is cube this up. And there we are. More than enough meat for 3 people, especially with all the stuff that's going along with this particular meal I'm making. Put the meat in the marinade. I like to kind of knead those cubes of meat in here to make sure they're getting nice and covered. Get that air out of there. This will go in the fridge for about 2 hours, and I already have a batch of this that I made up this morning, so it's ready to cook. Let's get to prepping those vegetables. We'll start off by just cutting sweet peppers in half. These things are awesome, and they're just, I think they just add a beautiful color to the meal, and they're not hot, but they have a great flavor. I'm just going to simply cut these in half, and I'm leaving the stems on. These are going on the actual kebabs, on the skewers with the meat. Now I have here some white rose potatoes. I think it's like 3 or maybe 4 potatoes. I quartered these and I boiled them till they were tender, and I'm just going to finish them off on the grill. This is a little avocado oil I'm going to add. Give these guys a little bit of a toss. Salt, pepper, garlic that I mixed up. Season these. I have here 1 sweet onion, Something fancy with this. Some asparagus. And really all I'm going to do is cut these ends are a lot more fibrous than the rest, so I want tender bites. So I'm just going to hit these with some avocado oil. Again, some of that salt, pepper, garlic. Set these off to the side and start making those skewers. So I have these trays that I'm using. I have the vegetables on one. You can see it has that kind of a glittery pattern. It has that mid-century modern look. I think these are what they call old new stock. I think these are old, like 60s, maybe 50s, but they've never been used before. And I bought them at a surplus store. They're made by Cambro, $4 a piece. Can't beat that. So I'm using these long skewers. They're like swords. You want a flat edge with skewers because the meat and vegetables and stuff won't just spin as you're rotating. And I'm just going to alternate meat with one of these sweet peppers. All these other vegetables are just going to be grilled on the grill. Grilled on the grill. I don't want to go too close to the handle because I'm going to be arranging the charcoal underneath the grate so I won't burn the handle. If need be, I'll just wrap the handle in foil. There we are. Do the rest of these off camera. And here we are, 5 beautiful kebabs, better than I expected. This is a 5-person meal by the time we're done with all the veggies and everything. Let's get over to the grill and cook these bad boys up. So we're burning lump charcoal today, and I'm going to add some chunks of smoking wood. And you can add whatever wood you want. This is actually some wood I'm experimenting with, so I'm not going to disclose it to you just yet, but it's very similar to like an oak. So on this side, I'm using the laser cut grates, and I'm going to apply some avocado oil. Get those potatoes on first. Okay. As soon as the flames kind of die down a little bit on those chunks of wood, I'll lower the grate. Still plenty hot. So we've been cooking now 15, 20 minutes or so. Everything looks the way I want it to look. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it off the grill, plate it up for you, give you a try. So earlier I said we're feeding 5, I think 6. I mean, there's 6 kebabs here. Anyway, everything looks really good, smells really good. I'm smelling the onions, I'm smelling those cooked peppers, and that really nice, zesty, zingy kind of smell that marinade leaves as as it's cooking. Anyway, let's give this a try. First the meat. That meat is very tender, for a sirloin. That says something, but again, the marinating helps. The pepper looks really good. I mean, it's nice and soft. Has that nice kind of a char smell. I love, everything's really good. Potato's hot. like I said, I pre-boiled those potatoes, but they were way cooled down because, you know, I shocked them in cold water when they were done cooking. I didn't want to overcook them, but this is good. Wow, so good. And the lime is really coming through. I love adding a dark beer to a marinade. I do that when I make carne asada. It just adds just something special, just like a beer batter, I guess. I don't know. It's good stuff. Anyway, this is mine and my family's lunch, so I'm going to go up and enjoy this with my family. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you check out the links below. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, ring the notification bell, thumb up the video if you like it, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.